Yo, what's good, Flo?
What you saying, man?
You changed up now, you looking good, all green.
Got a warm-up top on.
Green machine, say no more.
Pan it down.
What are you rocking now?
I got the D Lillards.
Oh, let's go.
Dame 4 Rip City. Yes, YouTube, it's your boy Flo, back at it again with another performance review. But today, we are talking about the Dame 4s. Let's get it. Damian Lillard, as you know, one of the best point guards in the NBA. Personally, I believe he's the most underrated superstar in the league, and the Dame 4s is probably the most underrated sneaker on the market right now. The reason why I say that is because unlike the Kobe's, the Kyries, or even the Stephs, people don't talk about the Dames as much as they do about those shoes, but this shoe is incredible. I've been playing in these for about a week now. They arrived in the post last week. 4 practice sessions and 2 games this weekend, and I've got some really good things to say about this shoe, so let's get it. So without further ado, I'm going to get straight into the traction of the shoe. Now the traction pattern reminds me a lot of shark gills. It has this really weird wave pattern, and in between the ridges they have these slits. Now this traction at first I was really skeptical about it because it didn't give me that initial squeak whenever you wipe your feet on the floor, but the traction was brilliant. The court that I play on, the court that I practice on is super dusty. Probably one of the dustiest courts in London, I think. And this shoe did a fantastic job. This is one of those traction patterns where you can just put these shoes on and you are good. You do not have to worry about slipping and sliding. The traction pattern has you covered. Defensive slides, crossovers, jabs, cuts, all those stuff. The traction did a fantastic job. So I'm really happy with these because at first, like I said before, I was skeptical, but brilliant job. Beautiful traction. Now this particular colorway has a solid rubber outsole, so I'm not too sure as to how they will perform outdoors, but I don't recommend these outdoors anyway unless you're hooping in a shoe that's specifically made for outdoors, because these aren't. They're great for indoors, so indoors they are fantastic. So moving on, or up should I say, to the midsole cushioning of the shoe. The Adidas Dame 4s boasts a full-length bounce cushioning. Now this is the first time that I've actually played in bounce, and it is beautiful. I was really skeptical with the cushioning in these as well because I'm a huge fan of boost, and I used to ask myself why Damian Lillard doesn't want boost in his shoe. That's because he's got bounce, and bounce is fantastic. Once it breaks in, it's brilliant. You'll feel from your initial try-ons that there is less bounce in the forefoot than there is in the heel, which makes it feel a little bit uneven, but once it breaks in, it is fantastic. The cushioning is responsive, it's soft, it's comfortable. It's exactly what you want as a guard because it's low to the ground and it's comfortable as well. So the bounce is brilliant. Now, did I feel bouncy?
Some buckets, Flo, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, I did that. I felt very bouncy. Now, don't let the thickness of the bounce midsole fool you, because when I saw them online, I thought, damn, this is actually really thick, so it's gonna feel really nice. But no, you actually sit inside the bounce cushioning, so this part here acts almost like an outrigger. But that doesn't take away from the performance or from the feel of the bounce cushioning. The bounce still felt amazing. Now moving on to the fitting materials of the shoe. So the Dame 4 has this textile mesh upper with these yarns underneath the mesh, and it moves into this neoprene padded ankle collar, which gives you that nice one-piece construction. I am a huge fan of one-piece construction. If you've seen my previous performance reviews, like the Crazy Explosive, you'll know that I'm a huge fan. I love the way these felt. I love the way they fitted as well. It gives you that nice one-to-one fit, especially when it breaks in. The textile mesh has this great balance of lockdown and breathability as well, so it is beautiful. The only downfall with this one-piece construction really is the colorway. So the court that I play on is really dusty, so just from playing in these, they already seem like I've run a mile in them. So that's quite upsetting. That's probably because of the colorway, but yeah, the fitting materials are beautiful. I'm a size 10. I got myself a size 10. For those of you that like to double up on socks or wear thick socks, you'll be fine wearing your original size or whatever size you usually buy. If you're one of those people that like to go down half a size or up half a size, they fit perfectly fine. When they break in, they're brilliant. Now moving on to the support of the shoe. The support mainly comes from this internal heel counter, these dynamic cables which help lock your foot down, and the outrigger of the shoe. It's this triple threat support system that really locks your foot down and doesn't make you worry about your foot from slipping out of the shoe. The only thing that I would say though is that you have to make sure that you lace your shoes up really tight, or else your heel will slip out of the shoe. So once your foot is locked down, you are good to go. Doesn't matter which way you're cutting, step backs, the support is fine. Ain't gonna worry about the support. The Dame 4 has you locked down, you are good to go. Last but not least, let me talk about the aesthetics of the shoe. Don't like it. Does not look great on my foot at all. Now this is from me looking down at my feet. They're a little bit wide around the forefoot area. I think it's maybe just this colorway, because I saw the all black colorway online and that colorway is fire. The Rip City colorway isn't as great. I don't like the white with the black midsole and then the white outsole. Didn't look great on my foot. It performed fantastically well, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think the shoe looks amazing. I just don't like the way the heel, it looks weird. It looks like I'm falling, if that makes sense. Especially looking at my footage, it looked like I was leaning back, but I wasn't leaning back, I was walking normally. So what was going on? Performance is amazing, just don't like the way they look. Black colorway is clean. Hopefully those look better than this colorway, but still a good shoe. So that's everything from the Dame 4s. My overall thoughts is that this shoe is an underrated performer. It is a brilliant basketball shoe for guards. It just does everything really well. Locks your foot down, good support, the traction's amazing, and bounce. I feel bouncy. So yeah, this shoe is a really good shoe for guards, athletic guards that, you know, like to go to the rim and you know, rock some people. So yeah, Dame 4s is a great shoe. So that's everything from the Dame 4s. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at PureKicks.ig and Twitter also at PureKicks_TW. And also make sure you guys like this video and don't forget to comment as well. We want to know what your thoughts are on the Dame 4s. I think they're amazing, but let me know what you think of them as well. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got a ton of more good content coming up, so make sure you subscribe so you're one of the first to see our good. Thanks for watching. This is the Dame 4. I'm Flo from PureKicks. Let's get it.